Hi, fifth graders. Today is the topic 15 review, and I am doing it by hand today, writing it down, not doing it on the computer because you know what? I just can't take one more day of bad handwriting and bad graph drawing and all of that I've been giving you on the computer. So we're here, and I'm just going to show you in the book, okay? So question 1 says, Liz and Fareed each start a new savings account. Liz starts her account with $75. Fareed starts his account with $100. Each month, both save another $50. Complete the table to show the total amount each has saved after each month. Use the rule, add 50. Okay, so I'm actually gonna, sorry for the shaking. I'm actually gonna start with Fareed first because adding 50, that's easy, okay? 100 is what he starts with, 150, 200, 250, and 300, okay? So at month 4, he's made $300 or saved $300. Now Liz, $75. Now, remember, we're adding 50, okay? So I think, okay, 75 plus 50, I'm not totally sure, but I do know that 50 is 25 and 25, okay? So if I added 25 to 75, I would get 100. And if I added another 25 to that, I would get 125, okay? So this one's going to go every other 75, 25, 75. So then you have 175, and then you have 225, and then you have 275, okay? Adding 50 each time. All right, B. Select all the ordered pairs that represent amounts Liz and Fareed have each saved. Okay. So Liz is going to be our x coordinate. Fareed is going to be our y coordinate, okay? So the first one it says is 50, 75. Now I don't see that anywhere, so I don't think that's one. Second one, 75, 100. Yep, we see that at the start. 75, 100. So that's one correct answer. 125, 150. Yep, that's week 1. 150, 200. I don't see that one anywhere because I don't see any 150s here. And then finally 275, 300. Yep, we see that one right there. So make sure when you do your test tomorrow that you're really careful. If it asks you to select all, that means there's going to be more than one answer. Finally, describe the relationship between the amount each person has saved after each month. So that means I have to say the relationship between these two, between Liz and Fareed, and how much they've saved. So I'm going to look. Between 75 and 100, that is $25, okay? And I have to see if that's the same. Between 125 and 150, yep, that's another $25. Let's skip all the way down to the end. 275 and 300, yep, that's still $25, okay? So the relationship between the two is that Fareed has always saved $25 more than Liz. Okay, so at every point, Fareed always has $25 more than Liz, and we can see that from our table. Okay. Okay, on to question 2. There are 16 pawns and 2 kings in each chess set. Complete the table to show how many pawns and kings are in the different numbers of chess sets. Use the rules, add 16 and add 2. Okay, so 16 goes with the pawn, so that starts here. So add 16. 16, 32. Okay, that's about where my knowledge stops of 16. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say, okay, 32 plus 16. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. So you might have to do this on the side like I am. Plus another 16. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 64. And then last one plus 16. 6 plus 4 is 10. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So the last one is 80. All right. Kings, we're going to just add 2 each time. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Part B. Use the total number of pawns and kings to form ordered pairs. Graph the ordered pairs below. So it already tells us that the number of pawns right here is on the x side. So pawns are going to be our x, and then the number of kings are right here on the y side, so our kings are going to be y. So our first point is going to be 16, 2. And if you were writing it out, it would look like this as an ordered pair, 16, 2. Okay, so I'm going to go over 16. Now this one it didn't really write between. I'm going to do it. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, I just kind of wrote in between so I'd know. So my first point is 16, 2. So I'm going to go over to about 16, and then I'm going to go up to 2 right there. Okay. Next point, 32, 4. So I go over 32 and I go up 4, about there-ish. Okay. Next point, 48, 6. 48, close to 50, 6, right there. Next point, 64, 8. I go over to 64 and I go up to 8, there-ish. And finally, 80, 10. Woohoo, finally an easy one. 80, 10. Okay. And I can see that these dots go in a straight line because they follow a pattern. All right. On your test, obviously you can't graph, so you'll choose the correct graph. So for example, you do have to choose the one that has the point 16, 2, the one that has the point 32, 4, 48, 6, like they would have to have all those points, okay? Finally, part C. What would the ordered pair 96, 12 represent? So we don't have that pair, but they're saying that that is one. It's actually, hint, hint, the next one. And so what would that represent? Well, that would represent if there were 96 pawns, there are 12 kings, okay? So that's what it represents. When there, are 96 pawns, there are 12 kings, is what it represents, okay? All right, next on the test, we're skipping number 3, so straight to number 4. All right, Bonnie's Bakery makes 12 cakes and 36 muffins each hour. Complete the table to show how many cakes and muffins in all the bakery has made after each hour. Use the rules add 12 and add 36. Add 12, add 36. Okay, so the 12 goes with the cakes. So 12 cakes, and then I'm going to add 12 each time. 24, 36, 48, and 60. And if you didn't know your 12s, you could go over to the side and add. Okay, now muffins, we're adding 36. Now I definitely don't know my 36s, so I'm going to add 36 plus 36. 6 plus 6 is 12. 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 72. Okay, 72 plus 36. 6 plus 2 is 8. 7 plus 3 is 11. Oops, 10. Hello. 7 plus 3 is 10. 108. Okay, 108 plus 36. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus 3 is 4. Carry down my 1. 144. And one more, adding 36. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 3 is 8. And bring down my 1, 180. Whoa. Okay, so there is my table. All right, Miles says the total number of muffins made is always 24 more than the total number of cakes made. Do you agree? Explain your reasoning. Okay, so they're saying there's always 24 more muffins than cakes. So to figure that out, I could do muffins minus cakes, so 36 minus 12. Now when I do this, 3 minus 1 is 2. I do get 24. So right now, this answer is correct, okay? But let me try a different one. Like, let me go down to hour 5 and try that. So 180 minus 60. We can kind of already tell. Is that going to be 24? I don't think so. Okay. If we think, what's 8 minus 6? That's 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. That's 120 difference. That one is definitely not right. So this is saying that it's always 24 more. That is not true. So we're going to say no, because there are 24 more in hour 1, but in other hours, there are not. And I can even say, like, for example, there are 120 more muffins in hour 5. Okay, so by doing the math in a couple of different ones, a couple of the different rows, you can figure this out. Now, something important to remember, the first one we did gave us 24. If you would have stopped there, you would have gotten this answer incorrect. So you have to keep going and try something else to see if the rule applies to all of them. Okay? All right, finally, Bonnie wants to graph this information. What ordered pair represents the total number of each item made after 6 hours? Okay, so this is one you're going to do on your own. I want you to do 6 hours right here. I want you to tell me what's the number of cakes, what's the number of muffins, and then you're going to put it into an ordered pair. So you're going to show me what is the ordered pair with the parentheses and the comma. So you do that. 6th hour, how many cakes, how many muffins? Okay, it's your turn to solve that problem. All right? Okay, watch the video again if you have more questions.